the more and more we go digital with whether it be emails, text messages, social media, and all this other stuff, there's one essential tool that your church needs to have to help keep those things in check, and that is some form of mailing list or digital directory. In this video, we're going to be walking through how to set up Mailchimp and what you can use it for your church. So let's go. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel, we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you like what we're doing here, consider becoming a patron or a YouTube member. Links are in the description. So why am I trying to do this? So because of COVID and all these other events happening, a lot of people are not coming to churches, and we need a way to communicate with them and get in touch with them. Now, I don't know about your church, but I know we don't have a kind of up-to-date listing of everybody in the church as a way to communicate. And we need some way to capture that information without annoying people asking you to please submit your information. Now, I have this for our choir because I did this a while ago to build out a new list for choir members and for the music ministry, but we're going to expand that a little bit for our entire church. And we're going to leverage Mailchimp, which is a free type of email collection type of database that exists online that you can integrate in many functions on your websites, forms, and other capacities like that. So let's go ahead and walk through the very basics of Mailchimp because I need to set this up for my church. So let's cut over to the computer. All right, so we are here at Mailchimp.com, and there are tons of other services that you could use. I'm using Mailchimp because the first, I think, 2,000 to 5,000 listings is free. Me personally, I use ConvertKit for my website and business. That costs significantly more, and it grows based off of the amount of people. But the lowest entry is with Mailchimp, and it should give you the functions that will benefit your ministry. And if you need more than that, you can always go to a paid model or switch to something else. And this is just to give you an idea of what you're going to use. So let's go ahead and log in. So let's go ahead and make a new one here. And we're going to do this. And since we're using LastPass, I created a new password for this. All right, so let's go ahead and check our email, and we're going to verify everything here. All right, so I just verified this. I am not a robot. Now let's go ahead and log in for our new account that we made. Alrighty, so as you see, the first 2,000 contacts is going to be free. Now, I don't think, at least I know my church, we're not going to hit that anytime soon. But if we got up there, as you can see, you get up to 10,000 contacts, it's $300 a month. So, hey, it all depends on what you want to do. There are other features on each one like that. But like I said, we're going with the free. All right, let's complete. And I'm going to go ahead and put my information in here. Get our church set up. No. I actually had some old contacts, but I'm not going to import them right now. I'm going to just say no. I'm going to act as this is completely bare minimum. What do you offer? And I don't really going to offer anything right now. I'll say events or something like that. Should have just skipped it. Where can people access your offerings? I'm just going to skip all of that. Alrighty, so we are here, and what we want to do is first, I want to remake our automation for our Zoom Bible study. For people to go to our Bible study, let me show you what it actually looks like for right now. And this is just going to be one method to do this. So the idea is we want to collect information, which is going to be built in our database, as well as send out an email with all the information for people to come to our Zoom Bible study. Because we don't want to hand out the information, there's a form here that we are going to link this form, so when people enter this information, they get added to this. All right. So let's see, what would you like to create? I would say design and send automated emails to your contacts. I would say design and send regular emails to your contacts. Design and send automated emails. I want this to be automated. All right. So what we're going to do, what is this campaign going to be called? We'll call this Zoom Bible Study. And our audience is our church. That was made by default. All right, let's begin. All right, so new subscribe contacts immediately after they join. That's what we want. Once people register for the Bible study, we want them to immediately get an email. All right, and you can edit the delay, but we don't want to do that. We want this to come exactly that way. We're going to change this. Instead of it coming from me, we're going to do this from the Antioch Carolina Media Ministry. All right, so let's save that. And what we want to do is thanks, change the heading. Zoom Bible Study. Let's do a registration. We need something that people will jump to and understand. They won't think that this is a spam. All right, type a preview. Thank you for registering for our Zoom Bible study. How about that? Something real simple. Save. All right, so now we're going to do our content here, where we're going to make out everything. So it says we'll automatically add a required referral badge to your email footer to remove. Okay. All right, so let's go to our design. All right, so what we need to do is have a logo here, and we're going to design what the email is going to look like. Mainly, this is going to contain all of the information needed for registering for our Zoom Bible study. All right, so let's go here and let's design this whole thing. So we're going to pull our logo here, or I don't know. I'm going to copy this based off of what we did originally. We have our links to our social media if we want to. I don't think we need that, but oh well, let's answer it because it's already here. I'll say church website, and you can design this any way you want to. Not really that big a deal. All right, so let's go ahead and save that. So we have our links here, and we want to have something that's really simple and straightforward. So what we're going to do is these codes are going to pull from the names that are submitted, that when people enter it, so we make it personalized. So we're just going to say, hi, blah, whoever you are in. Let's change the size of this. And let's make it in the center. And let's make it bold. All right. Now we're going to change this back to regular. And we're going to say, thank you for registering and confirming your email. And I actually already have a whole bunch of stuff that's already typed out. So we're just going to copy and paste that. All right, below you'll find all the information you need to join our Zoom Bible study. If this information changes, you will be notified by email. There is no need to register again, as you are now on you're a recurring attendee, but have no fear. You can unsubscribe anytime if you do not want to attend Bible studies in the future or receive any future emails. All right, so they have their way to get up out of the email and not be inundated with all this other stuff. All right. So that part is cool. And what we're going to do is add another block here, another text block with, let's do image and text. How about that? All right, so what I want to put here, this is going to be our meeting information for our Zoom. All right, so we have this nice little email here. And they know exactly what it's from for our Zoom Bible study. We have our name. Actually, let's center our name here. All right, so the whole thing will be in caps. Boom, hi, the person's name has been submitted. You are in. And then it goes into the information about the Zoom Bible study. All right, so straightforward. Let's go ahead and save and continue now. Now, so we have how the email is going to go through. We have where it's coming from, our subject, and we have our content. Awesome. So now we're just going to say start sending. You're about to start an automation. Start now. All right, boom. There we go. So now we have an automation, but we need something to trigger this. This is going to be a little bit different because I am using Bluehost. What we're going to do is link to our Mailchimp account with a form that we've made on our website to feed this whole thing. And then we're going to test it all out. All right, so we are here on our church website and we are going to add, now, excuse me, before I even say that, we are using WordPress. Squarespace, Wix, all of them have integrations that they can go directly to Mailchimp, so you might need to look into those, but I know they are there because when we had a Squarespace site, we were able to do this. This is all on WordPress. So we're going to be using a plugin here to link to what we just made to make the work a lot easier. And the plugin I'm going to be using is MC4WP, Mailchimp for WordPress, and it's right here. Now what we need to do is connect our stuff here. And this was disabled because that was an old account and we just made a new one. So we need to go get our new API key. And we're gonna go to extras, go to API keys. And of course, I'm gonna have this blurred. Let's create a new one here. We're going to copy our code here and we're going to paste it in here and save. Alrighty, we are all linked up. All right, we have our list that was made, or our audience. And now let's make a form. So we want to choose what fields that we want, and we got email address, and we want to actually pull some more. So let's give it a name, Bible study. Well, let's do Zoom Bible study. Now let's go to our settings, and now we have list this form subscribes to. It's going to be this one first, and then use double opt-in. That is for like GDPR compliance. This is where you get an email. That way it stops people from just signing random people up. When they sign up, they're gonna send an email to them to activate, just like I did just to sign up for Mailchimp. You wanna go ahead and do that. Update existing subscribers. So if people are already in the list, do you want to do that? Say yes. Now, replace interest groups. I would say no, because we don't want to write over anything. Now here are our tags. This is where we want to add the tag we just made, Zoom Bible Study. And hide form after successful sign up, I would say yes. And that's it. That's how it's going to act once this has been done. All right, now we have our appearance. We're gonna go by our theme, and here's our code here. All right, so now I'm gonna go to our page for our Bible study, and I need to add this code. Now I know this sounds like a lot, but it really isn't compared to how things could be. So we're just going to add code right here, and we're updating what this originally was. So I'm just going to preview changes to see what this looks like, to see if we need to change the formatting and all this other stuff. All right, so we got this stuff here. It could look better. Maybe if we did it all in one line, that might make it look easier, might make it look prettier. So let's update this, because our form is we don't need to update this. Our form is gonna do everything. And let's go back here and let's make this form a little bit prettier. We're just gonna put everything in one straight line. All right, so we got this saved, and now we're gonna do a test of this. So let's go ahead and did we save this? Yeah, we did. Let's refresh this, and let's see, did we get the new layout? All right, everything is in a straight line. I'm probably gonna put a label there into your info here. So let's go ahead and do a test. We're going to do AJ Homes. We'll put our email on here, different church email here, and we're going to hit submit. Thank you. Your sign up request has been successfully. Please check your email. I need to call this out in a way so it's easy for people to see. Let's go ahead and check our email here. All right. Here's the email that we got. And we're going to say where it came from and all this other stuff. So yes, subscribe me to the list. Boom. We say yes. And another one. Okay. No, I'm not a robot. Subscribe. This is a little bit annoying, but hey, need to make sure something is easy for everybody in the church to do. All right. So we got registered. Let's refresh this and let's see what happens. So it says right here we have one unsubscribed, but that is not correct. Okay, now it says subscribe, new contacts. All right, so here it is with our tag. All right, so we have somebody, we're able to get through and get registered. Now, what we need to do is change our automation to look at that tag, and that tag initiates the automation. So we're going to go back to our automations. Let's go to my journeys, and let's go ahead and look at this automation. Let's edit it. And what we want to do is click on here and let's verify filter by segment in this. So let's go ahead and add this. All right, so what we want to do is pick contacts match the following conditions. And we're going to say all. And we want, when somebody is tagged with a Zoom Bible study, that makes them a part of who gets this. All right, so now let's resume our emails again. All right, and I think we are now good. All right, so let's look at our audience. All right, it says that we have one in here. And our contact is the one that has the Zoom Bible study. Now, while I did that, we got our second email. And it's exactly what we designed with our Zoom meeting information. Awesome. So let's go ahead and test this one more time just to make sure everything goes through smoothly here. So we're going to keep this up, and we want to make sure everything goes through without having to touch anything. So I'm going to open up my other email here. And we're going to go to our Zoom Bible study appointment again. Go to our church website. All right, Zoom Bible study. And we're now going to do, all right, so now I'm going to wait for the email to come through, which it just did. Here's our confirmation. Let's subscribe to the list. I am not a robot. Subscribe. All right, everything is good. Now, let's see, do we get another email? Let's go back to our audience. All right, we got 3, and it says we have 2 in our Zoom Bible study. And there's our other one. And now we need to see, do we get an email? Let's go to our automations to see, was it kicked off? See, this says 1 subscriber. And right when I did that, that's when the email came in. All right, so here's our email. All right, so now everything has gone through. We now at least have Mailchimp now on our church website to when people register, an email will come through. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleaning up on this to make it a lot simpler. So, hey, hopefully this will give you at least a snapshot of how this will work. And most likely I'm gonna record this again to make this a lot simpler. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Hit me up on questions@ajhomes.com if you have any questions and you need some additional help with this. You can also contact me and set up a consultation if you need some custom help. Link is below. And I think that's about it. And we will be expanding on this because obviously this Mailchimp and our collection of emails and information on our website can be used for tons of other things. And we're just scratching the surface on what you can use this for. So if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. And I want to thank the patrons who made this video possible. So their names are on the screen right now, and you too can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, or you can become a member here on YouTube by clicking the join button right below for different perks and benefits. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video later.